it's Heather Moxie again, and if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that this is the long-awaited surprise birthday celebration that we've been planning for my grandmother for months, and I'm so excited to share this with you. This one was really fun and incredibly simple. So when making my decorations, I knew I wanted decorations that looked very similar to this. Since the theme is gold and silver, all I had to do was go to Pinterest. I got all kinds of ideas, and these two images stood out the most to me. So I went to the dollar store and picked up 10 of these vases. This was incredibly cheap. I had 5 tables at the party, and I was able to have 2 centerpieces per table. Now, to make these look like the picture and to get the glitter to stick around the bottom of the vase, there are 2 different ways you can do this. You can use spray Mod Podge or traditional Mod Podge. I chose spray because I tried one vase with the traditional Mod Podge and I didn't like the way that it was streaking, and it probably would have dried. However, it was kind of bugging me, so I went ahead and did it with the spray. For each vase, you're going to spray a little bit of the Mod Podge just directly in the center, pour some glitter in it, and shake it around. Spin the vase as you spray to the sides and repeat the process, making sure to shake your vase and get the glitter everywhere the Mod Podge is. For the flowers, we went everywhere looking for pretty yet affordable fake flowers, and we finally found them at JoAnne's. I was able to use every coupon in the book for these flowers, and I got an awesome deal, so I picked up 3 little bouquets of roses and started to cut them to the length that I needed for my vases. I kind of just guesstimated on this part. I wanted them to be tall enough that they sat at just the right height while in the vase, and I wanted them to look as real as possible, so I made sure that every flower was about the same size. When I was done cutting off all my roses, I actually kind of felt pretty wasteful, thinking that I was just going to take the roses off and that was it. So I ended up saving the petals for the rest of the project because they will actually work as really great filler to dress your tables up. This next step is completely optional. I picked up this quick water packet from Michael's and I thought, you know, I'm gonna try it. This is designed to make fake flower arrangements look a little more real. If you've ever seen it in person before, it is the really thick material that makes it look like there's water in these vases, and it kind of adds a little bit more of a realness factor to faux flowers, so I thought I would give it a try. The package tells you to mix half and half of part A and B in a disposable cup, and I've noticed in the past, I've seen videos where people only do a little bit at a time and they never mention that this is a one-time use package. This is not something that you can keep and store. The directions actually tell you make an entire package at once, so keep that in mind if you do decide to use this. And if you're going to do it for 10 centerpieces, you're going to need probably 2 to 3 boxes because I underestimated that a little bit and only got about the 3 vases that you see out of this package, which ended up working out fine. It was a nice little test run. I personally don't see myself doing it again if I'm doing a big project. Because there's glitter in the bottom of the vases, you could probably just get away with gluing the flowers down, which is what I ended up doing for the rest of the flowers. If you're doing a very big project like I was doing with multiple centerpieces, this may not be a very cost-effective option. Once you've gotten it mixed and poured, you'll have about an hour before it fully sets. It actually took my mixture a lot longer to set, which was totally fine because I was able to rearrange flowers, add and remove, and this is the finished product. Once those are done, just move them off to the side because now we're going to work on our banner. For the banner, it is going to be a complete DIY. You're going to need some scrapbook paper of your choice, a ruler, twine, and some scissors. I chose to do my banner this way because I absolutely could not find a banner that matched our theme at all. And the banners that semi-matched our theme were very expensive and just were not worth it. And I'm not going to spend money on something that is only kind of okay. So this actually worked out very well. Scrapbook paper comes in all kinds of sizes and colors and patterns, and why not make a banner that's completely customized to your party? The first step is to crease it down the middle, draw a line, and from there draw triangles on each side of your scrapbook paper. You'll be able to fit 3 triangles, and this was really great because in order to fit happy birthday in a banner, I only needed 3 pages of scrapbook paper, so I was able to get all of my letters in, plus some extras if I messed up, which I did need. When you flip your paper around, just continue the line that you were doing before and you will get a mirror image of your triangles on the other side. And this makes measuring and, making sure all the lines are straight, this makes it so much easier because you're just continuing the line that you already made. Once your lines are drawn, just make sure to cut as straight as possible and follow your lines. That way your triangles don't come out with jagged edges, or we don't want it to be very obvious that this was a DIY, so just pay attention to how you're cutting. Once you have all your triangles cut out, this step is pretty simple. I recommend having stencils on hand at all times in your craft drawer. This is going to be, if you're a crafter like myself, you're going to be using stencils a lot and it cuts down on a lot of craft time. So I pulled out my stencils and just held them closely against the triangles and made sure that my paint didn't go outside the lines into different letters or on different areas of the card, and just pressed lightly with my sponge brush. This step is definitely messy but very simple and very fast when you have stencils. You can also hand draw letters. Now, I trust myself with hand drawing letters, but I'm not the best. Stencils are absolutely better than me, so I definitely recommend having stencils. After you've stenciled on all of your letters, you can use a standard hole punch to punch holes in every corner of each flag. I used a slightly smaller hole puncher. I think this is 1/8 of an inch hole puncher, but either way it will work just as well. You just want to make sure that you have a decent size area for the twine to go through. Using your twine, you're just going to feed that through each and every hole that you've made. Just make sure you do it properly so that your twine is behind your banner. You don't want it showing too much unless that's the look that you're going for. I didn't want to have too much twine showing because I didn't want it to come off as a rustic decor. I wanted it just to be simply gold and silver. And here is the finished banner. It came together really nicely and it actually hung very well with all of the decorations. And here is a quick walkthrough of how the party came together. It was thrown in a friend's home and it just worked out so well. The decorations all together came out to be $100 and change, and for a surprise party that the family was trying to throw on a budget, it worked out very well for everyone involved. We have the cake there, some cupcakes. The theme for her birthday party is a complete celebration honoring her. So there were pictures of her everywhere throughout her life with family, and along with the vases that we picked up at the dollar store, we were able to find beautiful pewter gold frames that we printed out black and white photos in of her throughout her life, and each table was covered in an inexpensive tablecloth from Hobby Lobby, and the centerpieces along with the frames just really helped it come together. I would have spread out the petals that we had left over from the roses outside as well, but I didn't want to risk anything, and there was a little bit of a breeze that day, so we went ahead and just left it how it was. But all in all, it came together so well, and I'm so happy my grandmother liked it and that she had a great time at her birthday party, and we were actually able to surprise her. Thank you so much for watching, and if you decide to do any of these DIYs for your party, or if you have any of your own DIYs that you've done, tweet me at HeatherMoxieDIY. I'd love to see all of your guys' projects and what everybody comes up with. And if you're interested in seeing grandmother's surprise party and how we surprised her and everything, I uploaded an extra video for the family, and I'll go ahead and link that up there now. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!